Hello everybody and welcome to this episode. So as it's starting to become a little bit colder now, we still want to continue using our outside lusthus or enclosed gazebo area. Now that has some electrical heating in it, but in a previous episode I mentioned that we want to be installing a diesel heater in that. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. Now I've already installed a diesel heater similar to the one I want to do in the workshop, and you can actually hear it ticking here behind me. And it's been really great to have it in here. It really warms up the workshop pretty fast, and yeah, like it so much that we bought another one to use. Oh, this works really well, really well. Just enough to take that winter nip off them. This is the one with a different display unit, but essentially they're all the same. Looking at the back here, you've got your power supply, wires, or your terminals, and this entire side is just fuel tank. And then looking here at the bottom, you have your intake and exhausts, as well as your fuel line. So what you get in the box along with all of this is a tube, and that is the one that goes right there in front, so you can decide where you want to blow your air. And this is usually used for your air intake. This is a vent that can go on top of this, so if you wanted to port it through a wall or something, which is the case of what we're going to do, you can use this. This is a piece of flexible exhaust pipe. Just have to bend it a little bit straight. It never comes straight from the factory. Some wire to be used on the terminals that we've shown up there. You also get some extra bits and bobs, brackets and clamps, screws. Get a air intake filter, which is really more just a thing with holes in, no filter material in it, as well as small muffler unit. Now of course we're planning to mount this entire unit on the outside with only the air coming into the little stuga. We're going to have to build an enclosure for it first. Now with the box being built, of course it just needs a lid on top. So what I've done is found some roof sheeting. It's already black. It's still frozen. But right now what we need to do is we have this power supply over here. Now these diesel heaters allegedly need at least 10 amp power supply, and that's mostly used for starting up. So that's what we have here. We have a 15 amp power supply, one of those guys. You get the one with a fan in. This is the fanless one. I think the 30 amps have fans. So now it's just a matter of wiring this up to the actual, well, to the plug, and then attaching another 2 wires going from it to the diesel heater itself. Actually, before we do this, it occurred to me that the exhaust pipe would actually touch the bottom of the wooden box, which is not good. So we'll have to make a plan with that.
Telling me, baby, it's good to be Oh, by the way, for anyone wondering why the exhaust is coming out here and not neatly down here, something like that, that would have been really cool, but because we get a lot of snow here, I wanted the exhaust to come out here so I can see it and that I'm able to actually clear it. I'll probably still take it and clean it up a little bit, you know, move it to the side, bend it, give it a nice, you know, bend or something in. But for now, it's more like wait and see what works for you. Yay, nothing exploded.
What does P12 mean?
Right, so last night I couldn't get the diesel heater to start. It was going, the pump was clicking and priming away, and it wouldn't ignite. It just failed to ignite, and it would eventually come up with an error E10, which means well, failure to ignite. So looked at the whole unit, put it up on the workbench, and then I ran it so that I could actually see the fuel being transported in the lines, and the pump works, fuel's going through. What I did notice is underneath there was some fuel coming out where it connects to the pump itself. I'll show you on this other unit in my workshop.
Alright, so if you look right there where the fuel goes into the heater itself, there was diesel coming out here, not a lot, but every time it primed it would just run a little drop down here, and I ended up just tightening those screws, and it seems that it actually has to force the diesel in a little bit, you know, and I think this was just running out.
So it's all fixed now. Now we can actually test to see how effective it is. Let's go do it. Right, so it is not very cold in here at the moment because we've got some sun coming in. Obviously that changes drastically at night, but it says it's around 16 degrees Celsius at the moment in here, so not very cold, but regardless, we'll see how much it warms it up. Yeah, you also got this little remote where you can switch it on and off and adjust the power. So if we go more power, not sure if you can hear the ticking. Here the ticking's getting faster, and that's the fuel pump putting in more fuel. I've also in here put in a carbon monoxide meter, and I know it's not supposed to release carbon monoxide, totally get it, that it just runs air over heating fins and the combustion happens in a separate area. I get that, but we're going to still be installing maybe a grill in this area and so forth, so it's good to have it anyway. It's currently sitting at 0, which is obviously a good sign, and we'll keep an eye on that. Right, so it's now almost half an hour later, and the temperature here has gone up from 16 to about 21, and that's very good. And obviously that's not super accurate because yeah, the sun's still coming out and so forth, and then again this place isn't very well insulated. It's actually not insulated at all, and there's a lot of holes and everything, but hey, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, make it better for the few hours that you spend in here, so it doesn't have to really hold on to the heat. Anyway, the diesel heater performs really well. I'm looking forward to trying it out on some really cold winter nights. That's going to be fun. just to help, but we've also installed some of these infrared heaters over there, and we have another one on that side. So Sweden's cold, man, so yeah, you have to do stuff like that. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and if you like it, you know, hit like, subscribe, share, all those things. Always fun to do some projects, and yeah, give me a shout in the comments. Cheers,